Okay. All right. So we had an interweb problem, so I'm going to just play it again. And I'll have to re-edit.
I saw the ball, and still I don't believe with my eyes. I still recall all the hours I played as a child. All the things I wanted, I just watched them slip away. All the open honesty had washed away the stains, and she gone.
Well, I should say not exactly this mix because this one has weird delays and things on it because it was part of the DJ set. But that mix unaltered is the one that's on the Dead Star CD, which is on Bandcamp. So you can get some of these things that you're hearing. You can get them. They're on Bandcamp. Um, so Robert Walker says, Claude, are you attending the New Order Pet Shop Boys tour? I'm not sure. I definitely want to, but they've canceled it twice, so I'm not sure. I honestly don't know. And to also answer Robert's question, story behind the track When a Teacup Falls. Um, just dark times. You know, everyone goes through dark times. Um, that would have been that one would have been on Worth, if I recall. And those were some dark times. So for me personally, so I mean, it there's no story. I mean, even if there were, it would just ruin whatever the story is. So whatever it means, it means. But you know, but I do like the song a lot and everything. But it's just yeah, it was dark times. It's just a dark time. But so you're listening to the DJ set all cut up, basically, is what you're listening to. And I may have to add that we got interrupted once. So there may be two videos tomorrow. Or if I'm feeling really, really. The only thing I hate about editing the two videos together after the fact is that all the chat goes away. And I hate that because I love the chats. I like seeing the chats. So maybe I'll just put part one, part two. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah. So if you're watching it live, that's awesome. If you're watching it the day after, you know, do this. Put a comment in there somewhere. Because, you know, TMT Mixer says, any chance of playing Susan's Carnival? Well, maybe not tonight, though, because it's not in that set. And I'm kind of following that set. We're actually listening to it. Plug, shout out to me, please. You're so funny, Wendy. But I definitely um am trying to follow the order of this particular set that I did during lockdown for a radio show that was going to air on the internet. And they asked me to do a 40 to 45 minute set, and what could I do? And I was like, sure, I'll do something. So I put this thing together. So, you know, oh, and subscribe. That's right. What it says right there. It says it right there. See? Hit that bell. See, I did it so I wouldn't have to say it, but because, you know, I'm not a YouTuber, but I do want to get to 10,000. Why do I want to get to 10,000 so badly? Well, number one, it helps the channel out a lot, which I want to do more stuff with the channel, not as a YouTuber, because I'm not a YouTuber, but I do want to do more creative things with video, and I want to have a reason to, like, you know, do this stuff all the time. And so the more that I have, the easier in life it gets, so therefore it helps. So TFFs, did I miss something there? So yes, I know Jose wants me to explain that, but it's an old story. Jose G, it's an old story. Ah, Tears for Fears. I was like, what? Who? I actually heard bits of the new album. It sounds all right. The only album, well, did you guys hear the new Duran album or the last Duran album? Did you guys like that? Out of curiosity. It didn't quite do it for me, but as for Tears for Fears, I heard that the new album is actually quite good, so I'm gonna give it a listen. Probably this weekend, I'll give it a listen. I'll have time. Nice, awesome. So, um, yeah. So this week, or where are we at? Am I going to miss my birthday, which is next week, by the way? So yes, the EP is going to miss my birthday. I was hoping that it would be done before my birthday, but unfortunately, I don't think so. Although I can hopefully count it done if I happen to get it done before my birthday, even if it doesn't get released on my birthday. But oh well, it's worth the wait because I'm liking where it's going, and it's turning it into it's funny because it's even though it's relatively small of a record, it's I don't know, I'm enjoying it. So, we'll see. What'll matter. Oh, the name of their album, Future Past. I was like, did it before you. Although no one would know, but it doesn't matter. I was like, got that title. Um, but so funny. But, you know, exactly. It's better to be good than to be quick. And yeah, and I'm enjoying this. For some reason, I'm enjoying it. So, um, yeah. So artwork next to be finished. And then I have one song left to dissect. And then all the final mixes are done. So that's where we're at as of today. All the final mixes are literally done. I have this transition thing I need to finish. And then comes mastering and, checking on other speaker systems. Although I'm kind of not caring about that part too much. It's like this. I can't tailor it to every single speaker system on earth. It doesn't work. I know people try to do that. I feel like some records lose their soul when that happens, so I'm not going to do it. I didn't do it for Hope. I didn't do it for Electrodelica. I didn't do it for the one record that I tried to do that with is the one that I technically feel is the worst mixed. So I'm not going to do it for this record either. I'm going to keep it kind of in Hope era / Electrodelica era type mixes because I like the way those mixes sounded. Um, will the CD be available? Lalo asks. Thank you, Lalo, for asking. I'm trying to work it all out because there's a lot of cool things about this particular EP in my head, mind you. It's in my head. It might be completely off the mark. So there's going to be a cassette version. Yes, cassette. And there's a reason for that, which I can't tell you why just yet, but I will. There's going to be a CD version and, of course, a Bandcamp version. As far as the order of those three things, it all depends on how mastering goes, because if mastering goes pretty quick, I may do a pre-order for the CD on Bandcamp with the download, and then Robert Walker says, how does it feel, because this completely distracted me, how does it feel knowing that many of us include ABOX on the same tier as DM New Order Erasure? Very humbling, I feel always honored by that. As I've been honored about all that stuff, from day one, actually, I'm just happy that I get to do what I do. It's not so much that I think of so much as tears, but I think of tears. No, I'm kidding. That was just there. I had to take it. But no, but I think it's an amazing thing. I feel very grateful for the career I've had and hopefully will continue to have. But yeah, but definitely cassette and CD, Joe, both. But yeah, Jose, the new DD, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Steve and I did it on a semi road trip while we were in Florida, and I don't know what they were thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I couldn't understand it. That's just it. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand what they were trying to do. So it was one of those things. It's just because I don't get it doesn't mean you won't get it. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely looking forward to the new Tears for Fears album, listening to it. I've heard nothing but good things about that. So, yes, I am. I am a Virgo. I am. So, oh, I guess you figured that out because my birthday. Yeah, my birthday is on Tuesday, I believe. Um, the 6th. I do believe that's Tuesday. No plans yet, but you know. Anyway, I'm gonna play a song before I keep babbling about dumb stuff. And here we go. Soul on Fire. And You Define Yourself. So these two I couldn't break apart, so you're gonna have to bear with two songs.
Life, death, death, life, death, life. Life, death, death, life, death, life.
depths of reason, you will find a whole new path. You define yourself. You define yourself. Putting on your dancing shoes, you shuffle through the night, hoping for a pair of eyes to set your soul alight. Please don't be offended. I know how it feels to be like the only person living in a painted dream. So look in my direction, you will feel my true intention. From the depths of reason, you will find a whole new path. You define yourself. You define yourself. You define yourself. You define Floating on a cloud, lay your concepts down, move your doubts aside, and give me all you got. So look in my direction, you will feel my true intention. From the depths of reason, you will see a whole new path to define yourself. You define yourself. You define yourself. You define yourself. You define yourself.
That's how it cuts off in the mix. Obviously, on the record, it's a little different, but yeah. So, live set. This is from the live set, but it is from the DJ set that I did. So I broke them up, but it sounds cool when they're all together. So I'm gonna try to figure out a way to post it finally, but I have a feeling it's on Spotify. So this is what I'm gonna do. Tomorrow, when I post this video, in the description, I'll have a link to the playlist on Spotify where this set of songs is, or, whatever. And you can listen to it there. However, some of the songs can be found on Bandcamp, which is even better for me. So that's cool. But I'm not telling you to do it, but I'm just saying that that's a cool thing. Is my home studio silent and all of this is in my headset? Yes, it's all in my head. All of it. All is in my head. All is in my head. But, I will. So I will check out that book that someone just posted right there. I will have to check it out. So yeah, I'm almost there. And yes, and you're wondering, why the hell does he want to release something on a cassette? Well, one thing, People have asked for it, which is I thought was interesting. But another has to do with the demo versions of all these songs, which in many ways, a lot of them came from a cassette. So I thought it would be funny if somehow, well, you'll see. But, you know, it wasn't in this one. It wasn't, although there was a couple from Distances on purpose because I was trying to promote the record during 2020. So as it was going through the transition phase of not being an Anything Box album and then, blah, 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 and all that stuff that happened. I learned a lot of lessons from that record, man, which is why I'm so gung-ho on getting this one right. I want to get this right. But I hope you've been enjoying yourselves. We've got just a few more left, and then it's time to go. But at any rate, I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy to do this. I want you to know that even though it was a very exhausting week, and I am working my butt off trying to get all this stuff done, as well as all the hustling and things that has to get done for art, NFTs, crypto, everything else that I have my hands in, trying to get life in order. Coming here every Friday does make me feel good. So I'm happy that you're here. So thank you so much for the questions and whatnot. Keep them coming, because, you never know. There'll be a great question and I may not get to it. So keep those questions coming. And remember, all the topics that we discuss, it could be whatever you like. So anyway, I'm going to play a song so that we move right along, because it's getting close. So this one was the one that would have come right after that little mix. And I'm just going to play it, and then I'll turn on the moon. Yeah, the moon overhead sounds good to me. think that's where that one ends. Yeah, that one just straight through. That one went straight through because the transition didn't allow me to intermix anything else because I was coming towards the end there. But oh, thank you, Max. Thank you. Uh, whew, it's hot here too. So I haven't done that many remixes. I only did one, actually. I've only done one remix in my entire life, and that was for the Echoing Green. I wasn't good at doing remixes. I never thought of it like as fun, to be honest with you. Um, it's sort of like doing a cover in a weird way. I'm not cut out for it. Um, but for them it was a particular, like it was fun because it was such a new thing to do, so I wanted to try it. So who knows, maybe one day I'll do another one. Ooh, excuse me, the vino. um well, thank you. Oh god, pool, barbecue, and surf sounds good. Ah, you're making me hungry. But at any rate, I'm almost there. So what are you guys doing for? Oh, I guess that was the answer to my first question. It is going to be a nice Labor Day weekend, although I have no idea what I'm going to do or what's happening. I know that tomorrow I have to work. I have to work. I am not going to not work. I have to get the video cut. I have to go back and fix this last mix with notes in hand. Um, and then I begin mastering phase. So that could actually start tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. So I actually love working when it comes to that stuff. So I'll be indoors for the most part, but who knows? Maybe it'll be fun to get out this weekend at some point. Maybe Sunday, right? Tacos and lots of them, says Jeff. Um, but yeah, Mai says maybe I can get one of my workbenches cleared this weekend. I really need to make some art. Yeah, I hear you. Man, I gotta tell you guys something about. Well, I guess I'll save it for another time. It's such a weird thing to talk about as a topic. But I was experimenting with single color use. So I did this weird picture, but it's weird what is in the picture that you can't see by looking at the picture. You can only do it when you go to manipulate, digitally manipulate the actual paint. Then you can see some stuff that's hidden inside the picture. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. But that's another story for another day, because that has a lot to do with a different release. Because I haven't forgotten, I am going to do a release for that diary tape. I still want to work on that. That's next. So I want to get this record done as quickly as can be done. And then while it's doing its merry thing and, CDs are on their way and all that stuff is happening, I can work on something else. So I've got my schedule laid out, so it's going to be okay. And I'm still writing stuff, which is not really what I wanted to do, but I can't help it. It's just there. So I touch the keys and I start writing, so anyway, so that old diary tape, yeah, I haven't forgotten those of you guys who ask me when it's coming. It just takes a little time because that one is. I worked on the art for that too this week, by the way, which is funny because I thought, well, if I'm not going to go to the mix or mixes, I'm going to work on other things. So that's how I switch gears to get my, my rest period from one project into another. Hopefully I can get it done. But anyway, we're almost there. We're almost there. So this next bit is the second to last song on this broken up DJ set. And this one, I believe, brings Prey back into the fold, or brings something back. It does something. something weird happens in this one. Or sets up the last song, or I don't know what happens, but I'm going to play that one. Less talk, more play. And then I'll say my good night. And then I can go eat something. Although what, I don't know yet. But there's time to think about that. Anxiety X.
And you know, we must have this clang and rattle. We must, hour by hour, relentlessly.
You are afraid, and that fear controls you, like walking on the fire. Blue and white, it burns you. You have to swim to keep going under. You have to fight, but you stop to ponder. You have to change, 'cause you're going nowhere. You have to run, 'cause you don't belong here. Change. I was afraid, only I felt stronger. Walking through the lines, I flirted with disasters. I had to swim with my pain shoved under. I had to fight to remove the blinders. I had to change, I was going nowhere. I had to run, 'cause I don't belong here. Change. I am as you are quite like me. We both see the down of love's anxieties. I had to change, I was going nowhere. I had to run, 'cause I don't belong here. I had to change, I was going nowhere. I had to run, 'cause I don't belong here. You have to change, 'cause you're going nowhere. You have to run, 'cause you don't belong here. Change. You have to 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 change.
Whoa. Indeed. Funny tidbit to tell you about in that recording, or in that song. There's a snare that sounds like a sound that's almost a recreation of the same snare that we used on Answer Me. But I didn't have the basketball. And for those of you that don't know, it's a nice trivia. It's funny trivia, A-box trivia, if you will. But the snare, or one of the snares on Answer Me, is actually a basketball being bounced on a 12 by 12 piece of wood that was in the studio. I literally threw the ball and there was a mic catching what that sounded like, and I wound up making that the snare. And then I always wanted to have that snare again, and I didn't have the basketball and I didn't have the sample, but I did some crazy thing in the studio and I got really close, and that's the snare on that song that I just played. So I do weird things, which is another reason that when I was visiting the mixes this week, I went back and listened to some of the samples and that I had made, because everything is made. There's some interesting things in there that you guys will have to pick out and tell me where it came from, if you dare. But anyway, it's that time. And I just wanted to come back and say bye and play the last song and take us out. Apropos, it comes from a cassette. This one will be released someday, but I think we played it 2 weeks ago or so because it rears its ugly head every so often, but I do like it. It's a very interesting piece because it's a B-side to the very first 12-inch we ever cut. Well, the second, technically. And this is how I closed the DJ set when I played it back in 2020 for the aforementioned blog / radio people thing that I was asked to do. And that's the one we're going to close with. But I will try to do something special for next week if I can. But I'm going to be working like a dog to try to get this record done. So bear with me. I'm getting there. My real aim, which was the aim for this week, it just didn't happen, was I wanted to go find a toy that I could circuit bend on the stream itself, because I thought that would be fun. And I was not able to find one within the parameters that I was searching. But who knows what will happen next week? Maybe next week I'll have it figured out and I'll show you some other things that I've circuit bent. I have a circuit bent reel to reel, for example. And yes, it is circuit bent. And who knows? Maybe we'll just make samples next week. I don't know. Whatever it is, it is. And by the way, I saw Peter Hook as Monaco in Los Angeles. And I did see it as Peter Hook and the Lights, I believe. I think I saw that one too. But yeah, circuit bending party next week, hopefully. If not, I'm just gonna make weird stuff, and then you'll have to bear with me. But try to get your playlist together. Like, tell me what you want me to play next week, or what you want me to unearth, and I'll try to unearth something. I almost, I know I played these videos from Texas. It was the MTV thing, and I thought I had posted those on YouTube, so I wasn't going to play them. And then I realized they're not on YouTube. I only played them off of a VCR, I think, when we were doing the lockdown thing. So I think I want to, maybe I'll do that, because those were really cool, and it was a decent set. So maybe I'll master that thing. Ha! Oh gosh, I think that would kill me. I don't know that I would be able to do that, Robert. I think that would kill me at the moment. So, but, well, thank you for that, Carlos. Thank you. But yeah, maybe. That's an interesting thought, Claudio B. But so yeah, so that'll be next week. But thank you for being here. I mean, honestly, thank you. It's nice. It's a really tough time, I know, for everyone, because, you know, I know things are expensive and it's crazy out there right now. And believe me, I can feel it from a different direction, which is around this time is when show stuff for November, December happen, and it's kind of quiet right now on all fronts. Kind of worries me a little, but at the same time, what can be expected? Like, concerts not exactly like the top priority at the moment for people. So I'm empathetic to the idea that, but it's interesting how in 2021, I actually played more than I did in 2022. Although, well, no, that's not true because I did enough shows in Texas, of course, but I do miss playing. So I would love to do some shows. So I'm like jonesing for shows. So who knows? So if I don't play the videos next week and we don't do the circuit bending, then maybe I'll do a short set or something. I don't know. Something will happen. I think the workload for next week's a little bit lighter on me than this week. I could be completely wrong, but this is what I think is going to happen. So enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great Labor Day. And I will see you next week. I leave you with the last track, aptly titled, Time to Go. Time to Go.
Then a thought came to me. And we must have this plan and racket. We must, hour by hour, relentless. Then a thought came to me.
I'm part of it. Can't you see it?